He's as artsy as his father is fartsy. Yeah, the dude who used to love blow finally opened his show. But are his paintings as abstract as the shady deals it attracts? On Wednesday, Hunter Biden finally showed up to the New York City Art Gallery, where his paintings are being offered for up to $500,000 a piece to buyers that are as anonymous as Tyler Perry in a Tyler Perry movie. The family affair was detailed by the New York Post, which is owned by our parent company, Virginia Slims. Hunter brought his wife and kids, well, most of his kids, joining about 60 guests for the private affair, including one art critic who said of Hunter, "He's a serious artist. The work is terrific. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've just been named ambassador to Costa Rica." Apparently, Hunter didn't ring up any sales. There were too many people watching. But he already sold 5 prints for $75,000 each, which buys a lot of Coke. I mean, art supplies. The Post also asked Hunter if he'd ever gotten his laptop back.
Put the laptop back.
That was Hunter's wife saying it doesn't exist, much like Hunter's qualifications for the jobs he's had. It doesn't exist. It's the same thing Papa Joe said about the deuce in his pants. All right, that's going too far. But that's too much for you.
Yeah, and that's how you know it's bad.
Yes. But hey, maybe we're being too hard on Hunter. Maybe his paintings just need better marketing.
Thank the Lord the day I found Hunter Biden's artwork. As I was aging, the pain in my hips was getting worse and worse. But since I started using Hunter's art, I am pain-free. And the best thing is, I get to play with my grandchildren again. Thanks, Hunter.
You see this original Hunter Biden artwork? I take this every day. I used to be in pain, and now I'm the ambassador to Belarus.
Hi, I'm Hunter Biden. Just because my art is being sold anonymously and without transparency doesn't mean that it's not going to work for you. Plus, every art piece comes in one of these handy-dandy shipping tubes. Reusable for many things. Woo! So try yours today.
We have somebody on our staff who can play Hunter Biden. No one told me this. We could have started that months ago. Kat, I think what bothers me most about Hunter is that he can have fun despite all the trail of hell that he leaves behind. He has no conscience, and I'm jealous.
No, I think everyone needs to admit that we are all a little jealous of Hunter Biden. We are, right? There's no depravity that he's not done. Like forget the crap. He banged his brother's widow.
I know.
And everyone's
impregnated a stripper.
Yeah, and everyone's like, you poor, complicated, beautiful soul.
Yes.
Like, he bangs his brother's widow, and then he can spit on a canvas and get $500,000.
I know.
When I spit, people are like, you need to get out of here. Like,
Yes.
I'm jealous, and people who say they're not jealous, they're lying.
Yes, I think he is, Joe, the perfect example of a man with no regrets. It's like, this is how they live, correct?
When it's his time to go, what is he going to say he wish he had done?
Yeah.
What's left?
Yeah.
I mean, it used to be once all your teeth fell out, people said, you're good.
Yeah.
You're finished with the partying. That was just the start for him.
Exactly.
I mean, now he's this amazing artist. First with these art, this is the worst money laundering operation here. Because usually when people buy art, they don't have a palm full of cash and hand it to you and say, go get yourself something nice.
Yes.
That's not usually how art is transacted. Or on the other hand, it just made me realize maybe all art sucks.
Yeah, that's true.
I've seen the elephants painting, they're better than his.
No, it's actually a good point, KT. Maybe what Hunter is doing is a gift for all of us. He's showing you how easy it is to scam the art world. Or is he just living off his dad?
Oh, my God. Okay, so what this is all about is if you're a foreign country or a foreign company or a rich foreigner, you cannot donate or give money to an American political officer or American political candidate.
Yeah.
This is their workaround.
Right.
So a lot of the money, it's not coming from people who otherwise are going to donate to the campaign. This is coming from foreigners, China, who are trying to buy favor and get access to dad.
It's amazing, though, I have to say, David, you got to be jealous. You know, here's a guy with so little talent that just continued to fail upward, unlike you.
Exactly. Like, why can't I stumble into that?
Yes.
But you know something? I think you guys are giving him. He's not the influence peddling.
Yeah.
I think that's overblown.
Really?
This shows how far he's fallen.
Really?
You know, a few years ago he was, doing drugs in a Ukrainian private plane. having the time of his life. And now he's just like, hey, look what I drew.
Yeah.
Ukrainians are like, oh, great, Hunter, I'll put on the fridge. His art, why didn't he do the... I want to advise him. It's like, what you should have done.
Okay.
You should not be in painting. Your medium should be laptops.
Right.
Be like Banksy. You leave them all over the city, you know? Then it kind of makes the other ones like, oh, is that just art?
Yeah, that's true. That's what it was all about. It's actually performance art.
Yes.
Or a kind of a mix of technology and performance art. But I don't think he thinks that way.
I don't think he thinks.
No, yeah.
That's the secret of happiness, Joe.
You just blast through it. Yeah.
Yeah, you blast right through it. I really think that if we do a couple more positive segments about him, he's going to do the show.
I admire him.
I could done a complete one. Is it a 180 or a 360? No, 360.
At 360, you'd be back where you started.
Yeah, which is the story of my life. But it's like I've been making fun of this guy forever, and then I realized that maybe he's right and I'm wrong. You just exploit everybody around you.
Just burn through them.
Greg.
At first, I didn't know that they were all different laptops, and when they were releasing the pictures, I thought, how much memory is on this hard drive? That it's got different folders for, like, here's prostitutes, here's homemade pornography. At least he's organized.
Yes. Last word, David.
Greg, you know how you get him on the show?
How?
Go buy a painting.
Oh, there you go. See, that's why you're sitting over there.
Thank you.
Yes.